Hey girl, I'm Nikki MG, the power expert, and I coach women of color executives who run nonprofits, unions, foundations, socially just enterprises, and who are tired of leading on empty. So let me list out what you've already tried, because I've tried it too. The therapy, helpful, truly, truly, truly helpful. But unfortunately, your therapist hasn't helped you manage a board chair or develop a strategic plan that gives you and your whole staff clarity, which is a big source of your stress. The coach you hired who kept canceling or rescheduling on you, and also who didn't quite understand your niche of the world. You've read The Miracle Morning, you've tried the Savers routine, helpful, but missing some key elements that you particularly struggle with as an executive. The gym membership, the Peloton app, the yoga app. I've done it all too. The hip opener sequence from that Instagram reel. You've tried that because it's supposed to release all of your trauma and make your life easier. I've been there, believe me. And finally, there's the leadership program or the leadership programs that your board, that your funders have paid for, that were really amazing, that were really transformative for about 6 months, maybe, and then they ended without ongoing support. Sound familiar? Yeah, same. After nearly 20 years of movement building, including 8 years on the board and as the executive director of DC Jobs Justice, which literally left me vomiting in secret by the end of that run, at the end of work every day, here's what I finally figured out. The problem isn't that you're bad at self-care. You're not. The problem isn't that you lack discipline. In fact, you're one of the most disciplined, hardworking people out there. I know this. You know this. And the problem isn't that there's something wrong with you or that you're broken. The problem is that no one has ever built systems with you. Systems designed for your actual life, your actual constraints, your actual nervous system in the 21st century. Because here's what's up. Most of the organizations that we lead weren't actually built in the 21st century. And even the ones that were, oftentimes they're replicating 20th century systems, technology, hierarchy, and operational structures. I will never forget meeting a woman executive of a huge union in Washington, D.C., who requested all information still be sent to her via fax machine. This was in 2015, y'all. I can't make it up. So you've been running a 21st century lifestyle trapped inside a 20th century container. Of course, self-care isn't working because self-care can't fix systems mismatch. And it's unfortunately impacting your self-care and your organization. And here's the deeper part, the part that actually took me years to see in myself. You haven't fully believed that someone would be there for you to hold you through actual long-term transformation. Not for a weekend, not for 6 sessions, not for a couple of weekends sprinkled throughout the year, but long enough to actually change something. Long enough to actually feel the benefits of change, of more ease. You haven't believed that someone would hold you that way just because you're you, not because of what you produce, not because of what you deliver, not because of what you do for other people, just because you're you and you are enough, more than enough. Just because your well-being and your vision matter, period. That's what superhuman leadership is. A year-long container of executive badass women. Women from foundations, unions, nonprofits, socially just enterprises, finally getting held. Not for a weekend, but for a full year. Long enough to see tangible changes in your life and your organization's life month after month. But before any pitch, before any program, I want you to know exactly where you stand on the burnout spectrum. So I built a free quiz called the Zombie to Superhuman Scale. It takes about 3 minutes, and when you take it, it's going to let you know where you are. If you're in full zombie mode, somewhere in the human mode, or on your way to superhuman. All right, so take the quiz, be honest about it, reflect on your answers, and then come back and tell me what you got in the comments. Because you can't change what you won't name. And I want you named, girl. I want you out here free, leading with clarity, leading with full energy, because you can't lead change when you're leading on empty, right? So if any of this resonates with you, subscribe to my channel. I'd love to keep feeding you great information and tools. I'll see you in the next video.